we come together each and every morning, Tuesday through Friday, and with like-minded people to get our day started off in the best way. My name is Phyllis Nash. I'm your Chief Sales Officer as well as 4 co-founders. And this morning, I'd like to bring to you somebody that I have come to know and just cherish ever since he started Wakana, and that is none other than DJ Roz, Dr. Roz, our Emerald, who does her and her team $50,000 in a calendar month. She is the VP of Communication. He is truly a servant leader, and I don't know why the thing is taking so long to out. But hey, guys, mute yourselves out if you haven't done so already. Please do that so Dr. Ross can have a nice, clean call, please. Dr. Ross, you out there?
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
You can take it away and you can close it out, dear.
All right, all right. Thank you so much, Phyllis. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We can never thank you enough for all that you do and how you are such a blessing to us. You are God sent to be a part of our lives and to be our midwife and to help us to become all that we wouldn't ever become before because we wouldn't even think we could. But thank you so much. I wanted to share this morning something. I thought about it and I was thinking about my background and things that I've gone through up until this point. And I was in a ministry for about 29 years, and I had a mentor. And when I first started in the ministry, I was really young. I was in my early 20s. And I would say to him, because I believed in him, let me start there. I really believed in him. I believed in what he represented. He was a man of God. Um, and I would say to him, because I worked right beside him, and I would say to him, you say it, I believe it. I would say that. You say it, I believe it. So that put me in a lot of different places. I learned a lot of things walking beside him. And that's what I would say. You say it, I believe it. And then, but there came a time in working with him that I changed that. And I started saying, you say it, I say it. Because I had grown to a point where I understood certain things. So not only did I believe it, but I could even speak it like he said it. And then some more time passed and I changed that. And I started saying, if you see it, I see it. That's when things really changed. Because not only could I just believe it, or not only could I just say it, but now I could see it. So what am I saying? I'm saying at first, I believed in him. I believed in my mentor. I believed in my leader. But eventually, I believed in the vision. And what I understand about that now is that when you only believe in the person and not the vision, when you only just believe in the leadership and not the vision, you are limiting yourself because you won't necessarily be like a Duracell battery that keeps on ticking. You know, you take a licking and keep on ticking. Yeah. But see, when you believe in the vision, it doesn't matter what transpires. It's like going to a church and you only go to church when the pastor preaches. You know how we do. We only want to hear that particular person. But when you just love the word, you don't care who it comes from because you're trying to get out of it what you need. That's why I have to think back on the scripture that says Proverbs 29:18, where there is no vision, the people perish, but he that keepeth the law, happy is he. So there are people who either didn't see vision or they didn't believe in the vision in our lifetime. We've had people that they missed opportunities because they didn't believe in the vision or they didn't see the vision. I mean, I was doing some research and I saw some things that just blew me away. Samsung deliberately rejected a proposal to buy Android And a week later, Google bought it. Well, we don't have to talk about that, right? We know the rest is history. Alexander Graham Bell, he sent a speech down a gadget that he called the telephone, and he wanted to commercialize it and offered the patent to Western Union for $100,000. He told them he wanted to install telephones in every city in America. They said no. And they said it was idiotic. Oh my God. The rest is history, right? Back in the 70s, a guy named Steve Wozniak, he was working at Hewlett Packard. He tried to get the company interested in a new personal computer he was building. They rejected the idea and said people would never use computers in their home. Instead, he and his friend Steve Jobs went off into a garage and built it themselves. The result was, yep, you know, Apple. Google initially tried, some high-profile internet giant at that time, to cash itself, but unfortunately, no one could buy Google for just $1 million. Excite rejected the offer. And then Yahoo, on this way, they lost their fortune, what Google is today. 1979, Ross Perot. He was worth $1 billion, but he rejected to buy Microsoft for just 40 to 50 million. Oh my God. Tony Fadell. He was an engineer at Philips. He started a side business called Fuse, and he aimed at developing a hard disk music player and a Napster-like service to purchase songs. When he brought the idea to Philips, they rejected it. Then he approached Apple, and now his idea was developed into what? iPod and iPhone. So I said all that to say vision. Without a vision, the people perish. That's why I'm excited. That's why I'm excited about what we're doing here, because there is vision. Yes, 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 I'm guilty. I joined Wakana because of people. Yes, I personally already knew Dr. Pat. I had known her for over 40 years. And because of her reputation, because of her integrity, because of who I knew she to be already, and then I knew she was a state senator, and then I met Dr. Rita, and she was a doctor, and then I met the CEO and all of her accolades, and then I met Phyllis Nash with all of her experience. Oh my God. But now it's the vision. It's the vision of where we're going. And here's another thing. Here's another thing that I'm so excited about. Because I read a statement as I was getting ready for this morning. I read a statement that said, from McDonald's to Exxon, the most successful companies not only have people who drink the Kool-Aid, they live on it. You know what that means? That means to me that one of the main reasons, guys, one of the main reasons Wakana Nation, one of the main reasons that I believe Wakana will reach the top, and now Melissa says break through the top, is because of us. Yeah, you heard me right. It's because of you. It's because of every single person that is on this call right now, because of every one of us. Why? Because we drink the Kool-Aid. We live the Kool-Aid. What do I mean? We use the products. I often talk about when I'm doing the Sales Academy training, I wouldn't buy from anybody that doesn't use their own product, and nobody that's not product of the product. But that's why you can be passionate. That's why we're going to be successful. That's why we're going to break through the top, because you're on this call and you use Hempranium. You're on this call and you use the extreme pain relief. You're on this call this morning. You are a part of the Wakana Nation because you use the rollerball, because you have done the 7-day cleanse or the 21-day cleanse, because you have testimonies, because it's changing your life, because it's regenerating you, because it's giving your life back, because it's causing you to run 5K miles and 15K and all these things that you couldn't have done before. Everyone who is product of the product. Because you can't be passionate about something you yourself don't believe in. The vision is to change lives and give people their health and their life back, or to reverse the various conditions that people are going through, or just to enhance life in general. I am excited to have a seat at the table. And that's what our Founders Program is all about, having a seat at the table. Listen, everybody, if there was ever a time to tap into the vision, it is now. Have you heard? This is the last time. Have you heard? This is the last time that you can be a partaker, that you can have a seat at the table on the level of being in the Founders Program. This is the last time on this level, in this space, in the 1% gross revenue that's being set aside. This is the time. There's a slide, and I'm done. There's a slide that I use on Saturdays often in our overview presentation with Minister Willie Mooney. And it talks about companies and industries that have made an impact in our lives. It talks about this is why you should have an additional stream of income. But this is why you should get a seat at the table. Because there have been industries like the railroad and the liquor industry and Ford and Microsoft and Apple and Atari and the telephone and Netflix and Uber and Airbnb and Best Buy and Google and Walmart and Amazon and Starbucks and Facebook. Are y'all using any of those things? But did you have a seat at the table? Wakana gave us the opportunity to have a seat at the table. What are you going to do about it? You have some shares probably already. You better get you some more. You don't have any, you better get you some. Get you one. Come on now. Get a seat at the table. Don't let your great grandkids say you were there and you didn't do anything. You were there and you didn't find the money. You were there and you didn't cash out. You were there. We got a seat at the table. But it's all because of vision. Listen, have a wonderful, a fantastic Wakana kind of day. Bye for now.